Hi, my name is Farida, and I talk about Black women living a life of ease through remote work and travel. If any of those things sound interesting to you, please like, comment, and subscribe. Leave a green heart in the comment section. That really helps my channel grow. Thank you so much. Also, me and my buddy Khalida are starting a little traveling group. We're super excited. Check out the link in the description box if you'd like to join us. We are so stoked. All right, so today I'm going to be talking about why Morocco was my favorite place to visit as a Black woman. And I've been to a lot of countries and they've all been unique, they've all been fun. They have all given me something to think about and ponder and to appreciate because every culture is so beautiful, so special. But Morocco was one of those countries that I felt like I feel at home here. I feel at peace here. I could live here. And I think that is because number one, some beautiful aspects of Morocco itself, and number two, the people. So let me get to Morocco itself. So I pretty much traveled to almost every big hitting city in Morocco. I went to Marrakech, I went to Fez, I went to Chefchaouen, I went to Casablanca, fed the birds. It was really fun. Fez was, oh my gosh, such a beautiful, fun city. I love the old Medina. I love the souk. I loved everything about it. And Chefchaouen, also called the Blue City, is absolutely stunning and gorgeous. And I just loved being there. I just loved how blue everything was, the different shades of blue. I enjoyed the touristy aspect of Chefchaouen and how there were just vendors everywhere and restaurants to eat, and just every single place was a photo op. So that was just so lovely to me. And as cheesy as it sounds, I love the fact that I could just buy magnets and, little trinkets and everything in Chefchaouen because it was very touristy. So I loved it. I think that I love Morocco because the people there are just so kind, so warm, so inviting. Everywhere you go, if they see you more than once, you're on a first name basis. They're giving you tea, they're handing you sweets, they're asking you a million questions. They want to know about you and they want to know where you're from and are you enjoying it here? And if you drop a little bit of like Arabic or something or French, they're just so happy that you've made an attempt to speak their language and connect with them. So I really love that about Morocco. The people are so gracious, so kind, so warm, so loving. And almost everybody looks like they could be a part of your family. Like you don't feel like an outsider as a Black woman. You kind of just blend right in. And I really love that. So that was something that was really great about Morocco. Of course, the stunning architecture, everything in Morocco seemed to me from an outsider that the buildings seemed kind of plain and boring and drab and brown on the outside. But when you come in, you see these beautiful tiles, you see these beautiful furniture and gardens inside the house and these open airways. And the houses are just so gorgeous on the inside that you're just like, oh my gosh, I get it. They're not trying to show off and flaunt all their stuff, and they make it look really drab and boring on the outside for a reason. So I really love that style of, we're going to just have everything beautiful for us, the family on the inside. I love that about Morocco. Another thing I loved about Morocco were the mosques. They were so beautiful. And when you go in, you hear the qari, the reciter, just reciting Quran in this beautiful, beautiful melody. Like, it was just so heart touching. It just reminded me of some of the special Moroccan reciters that are here in Dallas, Texas. And I was like, I get it now. That's why they're the best in the world. Because when you come in, you're either crying or just dumbstruck with the beauty of the recitation. And you just sit there in the mosque and you meditate and you just think and you're so grateful, and the beauty of the recitation just enhances the gratitude. It's such a lovely experience. Another thing that I liked about Morocco was the desert, the coolness of the desert at night, the heat of the day. I loved riding the camels and listening to the entertainers at night. It was super touristy, I'll give you that. It was super touristy, and we had great photo ops and lots of dancers and performers and fire jugglers. It was just everything that you wanted as a little girl who watched Aladdin like 300 times. It just gave me everything I needed, everything that little girl needed. And I just loved the desert. I loved it. Whether I was ATV biking or riding camels or just sitting and enjoying a meal with friends, I loved being out there in the desert. It was so nice. Another thing I loved about Morocco was how affordable it was to be there. I mean, at the time, I believe it was $1 was 10 Moroccan dollars. I forgot what their currency is called. Please forgive my ignorance and my forgetfulness. But I just bought so many clothes and outfits and souvenirs and trinkets and food. Oh my goodness. Don't even get me started on the food. The food was so good. It's just a mixture of African and Arab and European and Berber all mixed together in this delicious combination. The sauces, the tagines, the masamman, the everything about Moroccan food is so good. There's a soup called harira there that is just, I would eat it for breakfast, I would eat it for lunch, and then I would get maybe a tagine for dinner. The soup is so good, and you can eat it with dates. You can eat it with the bread that's so addictive called masamman. And there's a heartier bread. I forgot what it's called, but it's really good and sturdy bread. It can last you all day long. And I'm talking about good eating, really good eating. It was some of the most delicious cuisine I've had in my life, and I could literally eat it every day. I could live there and eat that food every day. So, and it would kind of make me angry when some of my friends would go for like fast food and American restaurants that they were familiar with. I'd be like, are y'all well? This right here is everything. Why are you eating pizza right now? I'd be so upset. And finally, the thing that I really loved was the treatment of me as a woman while I was there. I remember one of the guides told us that there was a woman a long time ago in like the 800s or something. Her name was Fatima, and she founded the first university, the very first university in Morocco. And it really kind of just goes along with the vibe of women in Morocco. They have in the early 2000s, they have established a lot of reforms to, have equity when it comes to marriage law, divorce law, child custody law, education, working. The women there are so hardworking. They're so strong. They're so resilient. and they're just go-getters. So as a woman, seeing the women there being tour guides, being shop owners, we went to this place called the Kutubia where we got just a wonderful tour. The different plants and the saffron and the argan oil and all the different things that are so beneficial in Morocco. And the woman who owned that store was I believe she was a doctor. She was very impressive. And she told us the properties of each of these herbs and what it could do, how it could help your breathing, how it could grow your hair back, how it can make your skin glow, and all these different plants and how it had a job to do. It was so mind-blowing. I really enjoyed that. So just seeing women thriving in Morocco made my heart smile. And of course, I'm not an insider. I don't know all the ins and outs of the country and what goes on behind the scenes. But from what I saw, it seemed like women had a really good quality of life there. And I always felt safe. I always felt respected. The most that I felt was like a healthy curiosity from people, but I never felt less than. I never felt unimportant. I never felt disregarded. I always felt like it could have been the American privilege, granted, but I always felt very comfortable and very happy being a woman in Morocco and staying there for, quite a period of time. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you next time. Bye. I've had a lot of great adventures in my life. The trips that have touched my soul the most, the ones I've taken with my loved ones and closest friends. Now it's your turn. Join Sisters on the Lake for an unforgettable week of connection, reflection, and adventure. Step away from the noise and into a journey designed for rest, sisterhood, and discovery. Stay in a spacious lodge, indulge in delicious dining, and explore the beauty of the English countryside. From the Beatrix Potter tour to the breathtaking Six Lakes, from gill scrambling to peaceful paddleboarding, this is your time to recharge. Thanks for just coming up. Your next great adventure awaits. Please join us.